I think my child should probably see a cardiologist, but I wish somebody had given me a heads up. Not a single bloody person in the pediatric ward who knows Elin and knows that she's a complex medical needs child thought, oh, I don't know, maybe we should follow up on this. Elin, hi, hello. Are you skiving off school? It's almost lunchtime and you've left school. What's going on? Hello, beautiful girl. Hi. There we go. Are we going to loosen the chair? Yes, and then we need to get your bags. Cute little knees. There we go. Okay. I am not taking all the bags with me in. I'm going to take some bags with me in because we need some. So I have my handbag. A handbag. Then I have a little bag with Elin's food and a few spare pads and syringes and tubes and things. I'm not going to take that bag. I'm going to put that stuff in one of Elin's bags. Should bring the suction because even though we're going into hospital, we're not in a ward with suctions. And then I'm going to take the wheelchair bag, and in this I'm going to put Elin's rescue medicines that for school have to be in this bright yellow bag, but now we're not in school, so I'm moving them over to the wheelchair bag. Not just her rescue medicines, but her lunchtime medicines as well. And then out of the little bag I packed, we're gonna grab pads, wipes, food, syringes, water. And then we are going to go into hospital and find out what on earth this appointment is about. Elin's dad messaged me and said, does Elin have a new pediatrician? And I said, not to my knowledge, no. And he said, oh, she's got an appointment with Dr. blah, blah, blah. I'm like, never heard the name, got no idea. So he Googled and it turns out that this doctor is a cardiologist. And now, I think my child should probably see a cardiologist, but I wish somebody had given me a heads up. So we're going to head into hospital right now because we're running a little behind on our appointment and find out what this is all about. Hey girl, do you want some lunch? You want nummies? Num 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 nums. Yes please mummy, I'm hungry. Mummy is hungry too. And there's Elin's medicines. And I will explain when we're in a quieter environment why we're eating in the hospital canteen. Well, this was all a bit of a joke. At least I'm going to take it as a joke, because if I don't take it as a joke, I will go berserk. I will turn full shield maiden on this place and strap on the shield and the battle axe and rampage. So I choose to take it all as a bit of a joke. Shall we start with, do you like Elin's new vomit bib? It's a bin bag because she threw up in the PALS office. Yes, I went to the PALS office. If you're not from the UK, PALS is the Patient Advice and Liaison service, and it is where you go if you have complaints. I kind of had a complaint. Let's start from the very beginning. A very good place to start. We turn up at the appointment. We get called in by the doctor who says, I'm going to start off with apologizing, but I'm not entirely sure why you're here, and I'm so sorry for wasting your time. Great, I don't know why I'm here either. Yeah, it's funny. It's very funny, isn't it? It turns out he is not a cardiologist, he's a general pediatrician. Elin already has a general pediatrician. The referral to this doctor was made during one of her hospital stays a year ago. Nobody knows why. However, as we were here, I asked, because when Elin was in hospital 3 weeks ago, you know, when we got sent in by the community nurse to rule out a central line infection, I asked them to swab her stoma because her stoma was red and upset, and I wanted a swab for that. So they did, and then I've not heard anything. And okay, maybe I should have chased it, but you guys know, I know, busy, working, perimenopausal and brain foggy, single special needs mom. When should I have called them? Honestly, when should I have called? Heavy growth of bacteria on the stoma side. Heavy growth. And nobody, not a single doctor, not a single nurse, not a single bloody person in the pediatric ward, who knows Elin and knows that she's a complex medical needs child, thought, oh, I don't know, maybe we should follow up on this. Maybe we should call our parents. Maybe we should get an antibiotic cream prescribed. No one! Ugh. Sorry for shouting. Joke. Yes, it's a joke, remember? It's so much fun. So, the doctor prescribed an antibiotic cream. So at least that got done. You know, there was no other reason to be in this appointment, but at least we got that done. All right? It's a positive. It's a good one. So I take the prescription and we go for a little walk down to the hospital pharmacy, who look at the prescription and go, well, name and address on the prescription don't match the name and address you're giving. He'd written the wrong name and address on the prescription form. Okay, let's walk back up to the pediatric outpatients. Yes, I know, Elin. There was a lot of... I've gotten my steps in today. Thank you. Walk back up to the pediatric ward, get a new prescription with the right name and address. Walk back down to the pharmacy, hand in the prescription. It's a minimum 90-minute wait. Right, we're going to go and eat lunch. So we go to the restaurant in the hospital, and I get some food for me and a coffee, because what I really wanted was a normal full sugar Coke, but they don't sell sugary drinks in hospital. Which reminds me of a bloody brilliant story from one of Elin's hospital visits, which I'm not going to tell here. You have to come to TikTok or Instagram to see that story. I will tell it on TikTok and Instagram. And you'll get that story, because it's a good one, about sugary drinks and hospital. ParentXP on both those platforms, alright? Come there, find us. Yes, okay. So I don't buy a Coke because I don't drink Diet Coke and I don't drink Coke Zero. I drink normal Coke. I am under no illusions that fizzy drinks are any good for us, but I actually genuinely believe that real sugar is better than artificial sugar. So there you have it. I got coffee. It was the worst coffee I've had. It was shit coffee. But I also got a warm meal for myself, and I had food with me for Elin. So I sat down and I fed us. We've been fed. We've been caffeinated. Okay. Blood sugar levels have been restored. We're all feeling a little bit better. Then I walked down to Pals, because I felt that I needed to complain about this issue with the heavy bacterial growth on the stoma and nobody doing anything about it whatsoever. So we're sitting in Pal's office and we're having a chat to the person there, explaining what's going on. Elin starts going, dribble, dribble. I'm like, don't vomit, don't vomit, don't vomit. I grab her towel, I hold it up over her head, and she just goes. In the Pal's office, all of her food, her entire lunch, is now in my towel. And they're like, we don't have any towels, we have nothing. And I'm like, do you have a bin bag? So I have a towel full of vomit in a bin bag, in the bag behind Elin, and Elin is now wearing a bin bag bib to catch the next bloody vomit that she decides to come up with. I mean, I think it's a genius idea. I might market it, patent it. What do we think? Bin bag bibs, is that a thing forward for vomit children? I even have a spare in my bag. Jesus. I then walk back to the pharmacy. Please come to reception. I come to the reception. Did the doctor tell you how much and how often this is to be administered? No, did he not put that on the prescription? He wrote DD. That mean anything to you? No. I've been trying to call outpatient pediatrics. I can't get through. All right, cool. Don't worry. I'll walk back up there. We have a nice little furrow ploughed in that corridor back and forth between peds and pharmacy. By now, you know, we might as well just keep the furrow going. I was outside the door when my phone rang and the pharmacist went, I have just managed to get hold of them. I know what the prescription is now. All right, cool. Excellent. Brilliant. We walk back down to the pharmacy. Oh yeah, no, that just means that it's ready to be actually put in a bag and, you know, be labelled and all of that stuff. It doesn't mean it's actually been done yet. So we've gone outside, because I feel like I need to get away from hospital corridors for a little bit. Apparently I needed to shout. Sorry guys, I'm not angry with you. And yeah, we're getting some fresh air and we're just chilling for a moment. And then we'll walk back to the pharmacy when they call us and tell us the prescription is ready. God knows how long we're gonna be at the hospital today, but there we have it. Yes, so an appointment that we didn't know that why we had it. Neither me nor Dad nor the doctor knew why we had it, but at least we found out about the issues with the stoma, and we have got a prescription waiting for us. No, we have got a prescription we're waiting for, and as soon as that is done, I'm getting us in the bloody van and we're driving home to Dad's, and then I might go and snuggle Alice and play with her for a bit, because the girls are with Dad tonight. I start work early tomorrow morning, and yeah. There you have it. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, talk to us, help the algorithm find us, share our videos, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Mwah!